Tonight is a blind flight against Wild Turkey 101. Which one's going to stand out? Stick around and pour up. It's the Bourbon Nut. Hey, welcome or welcome back. My name is Brock, and thanks for joining me here on this episode where tonight we are doing a blind flight against Wild Turkey 101. But before we get into that, you might be wondering, what is this glass over here, Brock? Well, this is none other than what I'm sipping on to kind of get my palate acclimated at 100 proof. And this is 1792's Bourbon. This is their store pick from one of the local stores over in South Carolina. Enjoy 1792, you guys know. Bourbon, very balanced. I enjoy this a lot. So this is kind of get my palate acclimated since this blind flight all around with that same proof and age too. So cheers. That's good. Let's get that out of the way for a minute. All right. So as before, I have 4 up here and they've been mixed up. And again, the tags, the rubber tags are on the bottom of these or on the corresponding bottles with the letter that matches up on the etching on this glass, which I can't see. So as I go through and nose and taste these and rank them, when I look at the etching glass here, it will match up to the label tag, the rubber tag that's on the bottleneck of the bottle itself. And that way I can make sure that I'm doing the right thing in terms of matching up A to A and B to B, C to C, and D to D things, which will be first, second, third, fourth. So without further ado, let's get into the blind flight and start tasting some of these. So I'm going to start with my right, your left, and work down. I'll nose, taste, give some tasting notes, and then I will go back through it again, and then provide rankings, and then show the bottles to show what we've been drinking. But you guys will see this as I'm drinking these and tasting. You're going to see it. I'll flash up on the screen so you'll know which one I'm tasting at that point when I start to drink it. You'll know what it is right away. So let's get started with glass number 1. On my right, your left. On the nose. Okay, this screams classic caramel and a lot of vanilla. Super heavy vanilla on this one. Touch of cinnamon, spice there a little bit too as well. Very pleasant. Kind of creamy. It's got a creaminess to it. Yeah, a little bit of creaminess. Very pleasant though. Seems balanced on the nose. I like it. So let's give it, see what it tastes on the palate. That's pretty good. There's a little bit of breadiness there. A little more cinnamon coming through on that one as well too. Yeah, that's good. Almost get like a little bit of a fruit note there. Not very heavy, very light. Maybe like an apricot or a peach, something like that. Yep. Towards the back of the palate. Doesn't hang around too long, but it's got a little bit of spice on the back end. Pretty good. I like this first one. This is pretty good. Good start to the first one so far. I like it. Pretty solid. Let's move on to glass 2 here on the nose. Oh, shit. Let's try that again on the nose and not on myself. This one smells. This smells a little richer, a little darker, maybe. I get like dark cherry. Not like a maraschino cherry, but like a dark syrupy cherry note. That's pretty good. A little bit of leather. A little bit of oak on this too. I feel like the oak influence on this one is a little more pronounced on this one. Yeah, this smells like it's got a little more depth to it on it, but I like it. Let's get this on the palate. That's got a pretty good mouthfeel. This one tends to hang around just a little bit more, gets in behind your tongue. Um, Tiny bit of drying effect, but not in a bad way, but you get a little bit of that twang back there behind it, which I kind of dig. So I like that. Let me see what else we got. Yeah, front of the palate, some light caramel, almost like salted caramel. Pretty good. There's a little bit of char there as well. And it might be the barrel oak influence as well too, kind of working with the char there, but that's kind of more pronounced too. Middle of the palate too. Hangs around, good spice level all the way around. Pretty decent finish. I like that one. What I meant to do is I actually meant to set these out here so I could kind of move these up and back. So what I would do is the first one, second one, the most recent one I just tasted here, glass two, is going to be ahead of the glass one here by a little, not by a lot, but is a little better, I think. A little more well-rounded, a little more complexity going on there, a little darker. Again, that dark cherry note, the spice level all around, the oiliness is just a little bit more pronounced on this one. So I like that one. So that one's in the lead so far. And let's move on to glass three and see what we got on the nose without spilling it on myself. All right, this one's got a little more cinnamon. It's like cinnamon toast crunch on the front. A little bit of a cream pastry. Yeah, some caramel there too. This just screams like vanilla caramel, a little bit of oak. Like traditional, just smells great, like great bourbon. A little bit of wood influence there, but it plays nicely with everything. So yeah, really good nose. I like this one too. This might be the most, I guess, balanced. Well, this one's a little darker. This was just kind of light with some of the similar notes there, but not as pronounced as it is here, but more balanced. This one's got a more balanced cohesiveness across the board in the categories. Yeah, I like this one on the nose a lot. So probably my favorite. On the palate, yeah, that one's like a flavored cinnamon stick, like a red hot stick or flavored cinnamon stick. Not sure why I put it back in that part where it should be out here, but not as much going on. I say that not as flat. It's just a little more tempered compared to the glass I just came off here with glass two, but still got some good notes in it too. I mean, there's some cinnamon there. Um, there's a little bit of a hint of like, I want to say like a tobacco note. Could be a cigar, tobacco, something like that. A little bit towards the middle back of the palate there. Spices there. It trails off kind of fast on the back end. Yeah, I think it shines more front to mid. Is really good. It's got a lot of flavor on the front end. Caramel, a little bit of oak on this one as well too. Again, that cinnamon kind of plays throughout. Like I said, it's like a red hot cinnamon stick or something like that. Um, Coats the mouth pretty good as well too. The finish is not quite as long as this one on glass two, but I think this is better than glass one in terms of finish. So I think I'm going to move this one in behind glass two here too. So currently I kind of have this in first, second, third, first pass, right? Let's go on to glass four here on the nose. Let's try that again. Almost smelled like I thought I had a pencil eraser. Kind of weird. Okay. Okay. All right. We might be back now. There's a little more vanilla in this one. I can smell now. This one's got some oak in it too. Oak presence of char. I detect a little bit of like pie crust or breadiness on the nose, which I haven't gotten on the nose, but one of the glasses I got it on the palate, but this one I'm getting a little bit on the nose too. So I like that. All right. Let's try this on the palate. Shit, that's good. I think that one coats really well. Viscosity is good. That one does have that kind of doughy, bready note. Kind of lingers all the way almost to the back. Then the spice takes over a little bit. So there's some sweetness there as well too. So there's some of the caramel and I would say not. Yes, very light, but I meant to say more vanilla. Vanilla and cinnamon playing. Some fruits playing with this a little bit more too. So it's almost like a light fruit cocktail a little bit on the front end, but with a little bit of spice with it as well. So really good. And this one lingers around. This finish lingers pretty close to the glass 2 here. So this might be in the number 2 spot actually. Yeah, that's really good. Hell, that would contend for top spot actually right now. But I'm gonna keep moving these out and put this in second so far. So you can't really see over the top, which would be easier to see how far these on the way down, right? First time down, first place. This is second place, third place, fourth place. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to reset the palate, drink a little bit of water, come back, go through it, and then once that is done, then I'll have my rankings ready for us to reveal like what have we been drinking and what my palate preferred tonight. So stick around, be right back. Okay, and I'm back. And after going back through these again, I've got my ranking orders here. I got to say, second and third were really tough. It's like splitting hairs to me. Fourth place, whereas all these were really good, was just I fell a little bit behind compared to the other 3, but still really good. But second, third was tough. It could have, depending on the day, it could go either way, right? And this one right here, just the first place, the glass 1 here on my right, just seemed to be consistently, didn't matter if it went down or back up. Just more complexity, more balance. It's got some richness, darkness to it. Again, that kind of Luxardo cherry syrup thing is just kind of sitting through that, and I really like that a lot. So this one didn't change for me, but the battle for second and third kind of can flip flop. Get started with let's start with fourth place. Last place tonight. That's etching C. So C, I have no idea which one. I can't remember which one it is. So I'm just pulling random ones here. Nope. So C. Holy shit. Okay, so that is the Pipe Dream 101. So the Pipe Dream 101, newer in North Carolina in terms of the last few weeks, maybe a month, to be able to find this at local ABC stores, right? But Pipe Dream 101, I'm a big fan of Redwood Empire in general. And this is a 4-grain mash bill, said to be blended between 5 and 15-year aged bourbons. And it's distilled, if you didn't catch it, but I think most of their bottles are like this, or a good chunk of them, are distilled between California, Indiana, and Kentucky, right? So it's a blend. Etching is B. Let's see what we got here. B. Oh, so this is the staple Wild Turkey 101. Delicious bottle, right? Really good. Should be a staple in everybody's bar. You can sip it neat. You can put it in a cocktail. It's probably one of the most versatile bourbons out there. Really good. Again, heavy cinnamon. There's some vanilla on that too. The finish is pretty decent. Spice level's good too. And for 25, 26 bucks, 27 bucks here in North Carolina, can't go wrong with it. Again, you got to have that on the shelf. So let's see what we got for second place. Etching A. Oh, this is A. This is the Wild Turkey 8-year. So this is the newer release from Wild Turkey, right? 8-year age stated, right? Versus Wild Turkey 101 is a blend, or they said it's age stated between 6 and 8 years. This is age stated 8 years, which just means it can't be the bourbon and it can't be any less than 8 years minimum, right? So maybe there's a difference in that age difference between 6 to 8 blended versus 8 minimum. But second place for me tonight, which means first place tonight is New Riff 8-year aged tonight, coming in at 100 proof, right? So 1 proof point lower than the 101s. I didn't have a Maker's Mark 101. There's some other 101s out there, I'm sure too. I have Yellowstone, which is a limited edition. I want to throw that in there because, hell, I'm not a big fan of 101 Yellowstone limited edition anyway. So didn't want to put in this blind tonight. But anyway, so first place of New Riff tonight. This was just a test of with the 8-year coming out with Wild Turkey 101, Wild Turkey 101 8-year, Pipe Dream 101. Some said this is the Wild Turkey 101 killer. The great thing about bourbon is everybody's palate's subjective, right? So everybody's going to look at this a little differently. But for me tonight, Pipe Dream didn't cut it tonight, but I love Redwood Empire in general. Redwood Empire has great products across the board. Big fan of the cask strengths. Lost Monarch is probably one of my favorite shelf staples. So I really enjoy 101 in general for the Pipe Dream, but just in compared to these other ones tonight, right? So New Riff, doing great things over there in Newport. Big fan of it. But again, this is why you do these blinds, to kind of check your palate every once in a while and see what you like. Until next time, sip your passion.